Hello everybody to the part 2 of how to edit your site in Wix. So I'm just going to pick back up where I left off on part 1, and we are going to go over and see how we can add, remove, and change some of our products. So here's the dashboard for Wix. I'm just going to click Store Products over here on the left. And then what you can see here is all of your products. So here we have all of our books and our packages that we offer at Moose Moss Press. If I want to add a new product, I'm just going to select Add New Product up here. And so we offer different products from Moose Moss Press that include PDF versions of our book and also paperback. So if I want to add a paperback version, I'm going to click Physical. And then you can simply title the book up here. And for paperback, you don't need to add any sort of PDF. You will simply add an image. This will be the cover of the book right here. So if I click Add Image, I can select this image here, Add to Page. So here's our product cover. I can add a name to the product, which that name there is the same as the name up here. So if I type in History right there, History will show up down here. You can also change the price, ribbon, description, and other useful things is it in stock or not? SKU, you will always want to assign a SKU to all of your products, and along with a weight if it's a physical product. If it's not a physical product, it obviously doesn't have a weight. So if you click Save here, it's going to pop up on your home screen, but we're not going to save that one because we already have a history book in here. So if you want to remove a book, you will simply click here on the left and select all the books or items that you want to try and delete, and you can delete it right here. You can also export to a CSV file, set visibility, so say it's out of stock and you don't want it to show up on your bookstore, and you can also add it to collection. There is an option in Wix that you can add things to a collection, such as most recommended or books of the month. You can make your own collections, but I don't really like to do that. Just like to have it all straightforward into one bookstore. So if you want to try and edit the book, click in here. Here's the title, like I said before, and this is a PDF version. So before, when I clicked create an item up here, and this here is a online or non-physical version. So here I added the PDF. So this is the PDF that the customer will see and be able to download once they purchase the book. This here is a free version of the free version of a book. Let me just go back over to a paid version. So here's the Physics Volume 1 PDF ebook. If I select this, here's the PDF, here's the title, here's the price, here's the full description, and here's the cover. So when you have a digital version of a book, you will have the cover that you will add down here, and you will also put the PDF up here. This also has the SKU, and it's in stock, and since it's a digital copy, it does not have a weight. So let's save that and get out of here. So here's all of our products, nothing too crazy, and you can access these products also in the Wix website editor. So when you want to try and add a product, you'll go down to Store, like I am here. You can go and add a grid product gallery, any sort of slider, which is similar to what we have here. And a lot of these, when you bring them in, they have a View Details button or an Add to Cart button, which I talked about in my part 1 video. And this fully integrates with all of your items that you have in products, and it's all in real time. So once you edit and save an item here, it's going to edit and save the product over on the editor window. So next up, probably done with products. Nothing more on that to really talk about. Now I'm going to be talking about this bar up top. So as I talked about here, I use this almost every single time. Every single time I'm editing, I'm going to use this button here, this little drop down. That's how I go in between pages and edit what I want. You can click over here and click navigate, and that brings that up too. But the easiest way is just to use this drop down. So over here you have site. Here's just some random options. Not random, I'm sure they have all very good uses, but I don't use them a lot. But tools over here, this is what I like to use. So if we go back over to home, I'll demonstrate one of these tools. Here is a ruler. So as you can see here, I just turned off the rulers. When I click rulers, you will see a ruler along the outside here, and I have 3 of them down the middle and 2 on either side. So I have this measured out so I can put up some boundaries to see where my text is aligned. I want everything to look nice and uniform, so that's why I put these 2 on the side. And then if we go over to an item or a page such as science, I have these spaced out so I can see where the middle is, since sometimes when you're moving on an image like this, you can't see the middle. And I just put these on the side when you're trying to align pictures. So when you're trying to align these, once you set up these rulers, images, and text boxes, and any other elements, they will attach to those. So you can just add that there, and then that will be in line with that ruler. So I'll just undo that. And then, and you can move these around all you want and do that. Otherwise you can click these and hover over them, and you can change the positioning. So that was at 470, click enter, and there's that. If you want to add a new one, you can see there's a little add on my cursor. You can just click add and it will add another one in there. If you want to remove it, you just hover over and just hover over them. Usually there's a little trash button to remove these. There it is. So I can click remove. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. Not sure why. There it is. So I can just click remove if I want to right there. There we go. I like that one, so I'm going to keep it there. But I don't like this one, so I'm going to click over here, click on this, and click the trash button. Okay, so that's that. Tools, I also like to keep grid lines on there for scaling purposes to make sure that the website fits on all devices, big and small computers. You want to try and keep everything inside of these grid lines. So this is just a tip that I've found. I've made sites before, and then all of a sudden people tell me that it's totally out of scale and doesn't fit on their computer. Next up, if you are going to be looking at the site on your phone, you want to be able to see what it looks like on the editing side. So here are 2 little options. Here's desktop and here's switch to mobile. If you click to mobile, you should then see it. So here's the page for the science classroom. You get the books up here. Here's the video, text, and then the product. So you can change all of these all you want. You can drag around any elements anywhere you want, just as much as you could in the editor. And anything you change on this end doesn't affect the desktop setting, and anything you change on the desktop will not affect the mobile version. If you do add another image, it will usually bring another image, but if I drag this over here, that will not affect anything on the desktop side. A nice little feature is Page Layout Optimizer. If you make a brand new page and everything's all kind of scrambled and very out of order, you can click Page Layout Optimizer and go Optimize Now, and then this will make your page look stunning on mobile, as Wix claims. I've used that on most of these, and it does look nice when you use it. So you can switch in between pages just as much as you could on the desktop version. So if I go home, you can then see the home page here. So yeah, nothing too crazy on this end. Just want to make sure that this looks nice, because I think over half of the population, they're going to be looking at your product on a mobile device instead of a desktop. So now we're just going to go back over to the desktop version. And as you can see, everything's saved. I have autosave on, so I know that's all saved. If I want to try and add a new page, so right now I have all my pages here, but if I want to add another page that talks about where this product originated, or if I want to talk about the history of Moose Moss Press, I can click up here in the menu and I can go to Manage Menu and I can click Add Page. Once you click Add Page, you will see a new page just popped up right there. And I can title this History of MMP. I click Done. And then as you can see here, we have History of MMP. So if I want to drag that around like I did before, I can move this. I can go over here, click Manage Menu, and I can drag this above Home. So now it just moved over here. And that's just a useful tip. If you want to make this unvisible, you just click Hide. Now it's not there anymore, but the page still exists. So if I go Show, now it shows up again. And if I want to delete this page, I just click here and I click Delete. And it says, are you sure you want to delete History of MMP? And I say yes, delete. So that is there. All right. And one other item that I think is important, just a nice tool to have, is this Zoom Out and Reorder tool. So once you click on here, it'll zoom out the whole entire page and it breaks it into little sections like I talked about before. So right now you have a few sections, but if I want to drag this down, I can drag it around wherever I want. But this is more if you have a lot of smaller little styles. You can drag around each strip, and I'm just going to exit this one. Let's see if we have a better example on a different page. If I go over to, say, History, and I click on the Zoom Out option, I can drag this one right above here, and then this is now in front of that. So if I want, obviously in chronological order, I'll want this year before 1865. So 1492, you go before 1865, that makes more sense. If this one's on sale and I want to maybe promote it over the 1492 version, maybe I'll put a little sale button up on that and I'll put it up on top because I want the customer to see it first. Anyway, that's just a helpful little tip there. And with that, that's all I have for this part 2 video of editing your website on Wix. There are a lot more things you can do. Feel free to play around with this add feature. There are tons of things you can add to your site. And when in doubt, if you have an element here and you don't know what to do, just click on it. You can edit the text, click on the element, change image, or click on design. So just play around with it as much as you can. You will get the hang of this. I was a rookie at this once too. So just play with it as your heart desires. You will get the hang of this, and good luck. So thank you.